we jacked in to the controller. You hear us. Fizzle Man signing in like always. Fizz and Friends Gaming back here for this NFC Championship game we got here for the 2020 season. More people will go off and say that, but I like to say 2021, but 2020, 2021. You get me? 2020, 2021 season. But I might change it and do it like how the real life do it. It's 2020 season, and more to say, this is the championships to see who's gonna go play the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. And the history between these teams, like I said in the last game, which had many parts due to connections, I guess, pretty much the Packers is here in real life as well. So that's 50% correct. And we know in this division or this conference, you would say somebody won a Super Bowl. So it may be this division. We don't know what's gonna happen. I'm ready to see in that action. And let me say one more thing. This here is brought to you by EA Sports YouTube. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can always tune into everything live. Check our YouTube channel page to see any and updated new episodes and when new episodes come about and what's going on. And also check in on sub team, notification team. We out here in Fizz and Friends Gaming. And as that, let's get into this matchup. Let's not take too much time out. You remember? It's a big game. Connection should be right. We pray, and let's get it into the hype. Hey.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's the NFC Championship game. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a real...
first carry now. This is Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The throw over the middle taken in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the second down.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Williams loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. It's a foot race. The 40, past the 20, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Williams to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the 2 winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these 2, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones, who beat the Seahawks 28-23. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. 27 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 on the Seahawks.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Gave the commencement for him there. The beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Seahawks.
This is Carson.
Chris Carson.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
37-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
the gun, here's Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that will be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Well, here's a first down throw that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Rodgers to throw once more. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32.
Oh, they'll try to jet sweep here with Lazard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Rodgers' pass intended for Alan Lazard. Incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, this from 46. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Packers 10, Seahawks 7.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
At their own 28-yard.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And well.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Roughing the passer defense. Time to go to work. Let's go.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's why you got your star out there and throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is DJ Reed returning. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it with Carson. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
The tackle by Dean Lowry. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
From
and
midfield, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
on first down. It's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 44 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A 4th-leg drive spanning 80 yards. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Reed. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's Russell Wilson in the Seahawk offense now, getting set to go again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, it's Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He'll find Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down.
Again, Wilson.
2 yards.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass complete to Chris Carson.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
For the Seahawks field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down.
24, Seahawks 10.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it. Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Rodgers pass.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Buffalo Bills who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
A 3-yard pickup.
They run it again with Hyde. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He's on to punt for Seattle. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They run again with Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he's able to get it out of there. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down.
Now Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Wilson's pass.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Packers 24. Seahawks 10.
That's the reason we brought for simply running twice with the encore. If you know, you know.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Number 30, Jamal.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did. Good. I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Seahawks first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Fourth and short in this part of the field. You just noticed special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake for Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, this team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Quinton Dunbar on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 on the Seahawks.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Dillon now on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Ball carrier. Quandre Diggs on the tackle.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 20-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. For the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Reed returning. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The tackle made by Christian Kirksey.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And it's 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Wilson's pass. Complete.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wilson will throw again. That one to Swain, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Packers' 20.
To throw again is Wilson. Flush to his right. Runs through the contact. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
No! We gotta do our job, man!
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Dean Lowry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Carson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. From the shotgun, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Now Russell Wilson appears to be shaken up. And you know they're holding their breath over on that sideline. He's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st down, Jones.
Number 30.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A gain of 2.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 16. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Sharon Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
41. Seahawks 10.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth. On 1st down, Wilson. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. They'll run the screen with Carson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's complete to Swain. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.